the holidays too, we decided to bring some alpha, some very worthy seed alpha companies, of which obviously your company's in that stage, Peter. Again, this is 3 minutes only, 3 minutes Q&A, and getting back to your Shark Tank analogy, we're a gracious Shark Tank. So get ready for those tough questions for Peter. And Peter, the floor is yours, and the time's in front of you. You got 3 minutes.
Okay. Well, thank you, Randy, and thank you, Rodriguez. I'm Peter Freeman here on behalf of GREEN, Global Renewable Energy Engines, which is developing in collaboration with Lawrence Livermore Labs solar energy systems that are affordable, reliable, and adaptable source of renewable energy for on-site uses. So what our systems do is to harness the power of the sun and to produce thermal energy that we put through a proprietary and patented engine generator. And then we can also capture the waste heat coming off of the engines for other process purposes. It's very adaptable to things like air conditioning, food processing, sterilizing instruments in a hospital, and also highly affordable. So here's sort of our business model. The current design parameters for a typical system would be one that, say, could produce 15 kilowatts of peak electricity. We project that the initial capital cost would be about $64,000. That would include a 40% profit margin and does not include any federal tax credits. That would provide annual savings to the user of about $14,000, so you achieve a payback of less than 5 years and a 19% ROI. Not bad. So the target market that we're going to be looking for are to install turnkey units, and of course the energy market is huge. We're going to focus on sunny locations with high energy costs like California and Hawaii. We're going to focus on small businesses initially. And there's another very high potential market is the developing country, where being off the grid is something that's very beneficial. So where we are, we're an early stage company. We're in the process of establishing or demonstrating proof of concept. We're planning to design, assemble, and install 2 prototypes to validate and optimize the design. And once we've got through that, we plan to get into a direct sales program with possibly distribution partners to expand things opportunistically. So to kind of summarize, our competitive advantage is that it's very affordable. We're projecting a payback of less than 5 years. Designed for on-site uses, it's scalable and adaptable. We have issued patents for the core technology. It can provide energy production 24/7, and very simple to manufacture and install, and is very reliable. So what we're looking for in terms of our funding, it's a seed round of $300,000 to be done in 2 phases. The second phase would be contingent upon successfully completing the first. The terms are negotiable, and our exit strategy would probably be a sale to a major corporate partner. So thank you for your attention. I look forward to your questions.
Wow. Isn't that great? 3 minutes and 21 seconds. It's not easy, is it?
Okay.
It's okay. No, you're not getting a demerit. I just want to tell you you got through it. Okay, again, it's about resources. So help Peter. It's a seed company. First question, Michael K.
Restaurants use a tremendous amount of energy. Is this something that can be used in that kind of small space, or is it?
Yes. Yeah, that's a very good example.
And then they would be able to get an ROI of, this, talking 4.9 return?
Yes.
Okay. And Michael K., you used to be the owner of all the Emma Villages in Northern California, so obviously you know something about restaurants.
I know what it costs.
Yeah. You're going to do another one of these days. Okay. New member?
Hello, thank you for the presentation. Solyndra, how is this different than any other solar panel, please?
Well, Solyndra is producing the panels. So we are a solar thermal project for smaller scale applications.
I think you're confused, aren't you?
Yeah, I saw.
You don't get it? Okay, so make him explain.
I don't understand the difference between Solyndra and solar thermal panels and solar other panels.
Well, we're solar thermal as opposed to photovoltaic panels. That's what I think many people think of in terms of solar energy, is a PV, a photovoltaic system. We are not PV. It's a different type of, we're essentially a steam engine. And most electricity is actually produced that way. And a nuclear power plant is a big steam engine. So we're similar in that we're using thermal energy through a generator to produce electricity, unlike a PV system.
It's a solar concentrator that generates steam. The steam drives a patent engine.
Versus.
Pardon?
Versus.
A solar voltaic versus a solar voltaic, which generates electricity straight from the solar flux to electricity directly, but it's a very inefficient process. This new process is far more efficient collectively.
See, there's tons of questions that come out in due diligence. We never get them here. But I like the way you're sparring here. I like this. Next question.
Can you just give us a brief idea of what the patented core technology is on this?
That would probably require a longer discussion. But the engine has been patented. It's a new and innovative update on the historic steam engine, the old workhorse. But it would be one of the things we ought to get into in due diligence.
Okay, real quick, what's the cycle? Stirling cycle, Rankine cycle, what's the cycle?
Rankine cycle? Charlie?
Rankine, yes. Rankine cycle. Okay. And the storage, is it hot water, molten salts, what's the...
Hot water.
Okay, last question.
Yes. The restaurant question brought up, I think, a point that hasn't been addressed, which is restaurants a nighttime activity, and of course solar is a daytime energy extraction. Is this have built into it a storage medium for nighttime production of energy?
Yes.
Other than direct transfer of waste heat?
Yes. We would anticipate using a storage tank to store the thermal energy produced during the sunny part of the day, and then to utilize that in the evening.
And it'll still be at steam. I mean, it'll store it in enough heat to be able to run the engine some hours later.
Yes. One of the advantages of the engine is that it works quite well at lower temperatures and pressures.
That part of it I like, yeah.
Peter, how pretty fast, huh? Look at that, 7.5 minutes.
I'll do better next time.
You did great, Peter. Thank you. Okay, Sonia, is all of the seed companies are they also on the back side of the template, the gold sheet? So again, even if you're not interested in investing because it's too early, or if you are, put your name there. The whole spirit of this is getting involved in due diligence and enjoying mindshare. New members, as you know, we have a 6-month rule. We ask you not to invest for 6 months. Get involved, participate in due diligence, and you want me to break that rule in? In fact, why don't we do this? And why don't you introduce yourself as a new member? And I really, really enjoyed watching the CC over the last several months develop an opportunity in the Northwest. So you're very interested in investing. So tell us about what you do and welcome your membership. You can stand up there.
Okay, Randy, thank you very much. I'm a new member of Keiretsu. I live here in Lafayette. My business is explained in about 20 seconds. What we do is we find pensioners who are looking to sell their income. And then we also find the investors who are looking to buy their income. So we're sort of like the New York Stock Exchange of pension income streams. So that's what we do, and we've been doing it for 16 years. And so now we're in a position to invest as our business has done well. I'm very interested in one of the companies, this Hyatt Broadmark, and so we did a lot of due diligence and questions back and forth, and it was a very nice experience because I was able to contact A, the company, B, few former investors. I was able to contact a few former disgruntled investors. And so I was able to do some very extensive due diligence, and I got access to the chapter president in Seattle, where this particular company was at. So as an investor, I had resources that normally I wouldn't have if I had to do the research on my own. So I was excited about the process, and I'm ready to commit. And give capital.
After the 6 months, bro, we're gonna have to do it on our own, right? So, Ed, no, we really applaud the due diligence and thoroughness. And the whole spirit of due diligence is you share, it's a very transparent community, you should share all information back to, obviously, all of us that may want to make investment or not make investment. So let me give you the secret handshake. Congratulations, members. Okay, why don't we do some introductions? I'm going to start with Brad. Brad, you've been an unbelievable member, and thank you for doing so many panels. And you're also interfacing with the Entrepreneurial Academy and rendering anybody like to audit the Entrepreneurial Academy and listen to Brad or come as a student. I mean, some of your knowledge base is powerful. So tell us about yourself and also what you've done in the Entrepreneurial Academy this last year.
Yeah, I'm Brad Weininger. I'm a partner in a small private equity firm here in the East Bay. Been around for around 15 years. I've been a member of Keiretsu for approaching third year, my third anniversary, and I've had a great time. The one thing is the deal flow is fun, but I think what I have found the most rewarding has been the association and the people that I've met through my involvement in Keiretsu, from a real variety of backgrounds, much more diverse than I would normally get in my typical in my day job. That's just been fantastic in Keiretsu, the diversity, and been involved in the Entrepreneur Academy with Dave Mosby. It's been a lot of fun.
And your subjects, tell us what the subjects you taught. You did one on term sheet negotiation, on term sheet valuation, pre and post, which was powerful.
Yeah, I guess because my background is private equity and negotiating deals, I guess I end up being the default guy on negotiating